Watch me work. Kids, give Miss Thompson a hand for coming to work today. Hello, so I'm going to create some modules so you can see how the Google integrations work. So I'm just going to name this module Google Integration, and I'm going to add it together here. So the first thing I'm going to add is a page, and this is just going to be something that students can view. So I'm going to put view only. They're not doing anything with it. It's more like materials. I'm going to add that. The next thing I'm going to add is an assignment. And this assignment is going to be a slideshow copy, like a Hyperdock. So each student will get their own one. You can see I started to do one yesterday. I'm going to add that. And then the next thing I'm going to add is I'm going to also create an assignment that's going to be like a worksheet. Copy. Okay, so now I've got all these three things, so I'm going to show you how you're going to add them. So the first one, the view only materials, is pretty simple. I'm going to come in here, click the edit button, and I'm going to add this in. I'm going to do that by choosing right here in this toolbar, you got this little plug. These are plugins. If you don't already see the Google Drive LTI 1.3, you click on View All, and then you're going to see it right here. The first time you do it, it may ask you to link your accounts, and go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go ahead and click here, and it's going to bring up some info. I'm going to say, yeah, right here. I'm going to choose my file. Let's see what I got going on over here. To wait patiently. I would not say that this is a super fast integration here. I would not say. So I'm going to go back down, and we're just going to insert this one. Just this picture. This is a Google Draw. I'm going to go ahead and add that. Attach it. It's going to make it anyone with the link can see. Now remember, it's not like people are going to be able to get the link. It's not like they're out there seeing it. So at the top of this, I didn't put any directions. So I'm going to click right here so that I get the little cursor. Clicking, clicking. Where's my cursor? Click down here, get my cursor. And my cursor's over here on the side. To make it go to the top, I'm just going to go up like that. All right. What are you doing? Why? Why so hard here? So there's a couple ways I can fix this problem. One is I can delete this and get rid of it. But I'm actually going to come over here to the HTML editor and see right here it has this little P. That means it's a page break, and I'm just going to add one more of those. Look at this. And I'm going to click Save. And now, when I come back over, no. Now I have some extra space so I can type up there. Okay, so now I'm going to put what I want the kids to do. Read this, learn this. Actually, I'm just going to put learn this. When I taught in France in the textbook, it said read and learn. Like, that's just what happened. So I'm going to save that. Okay, so the next thing, I'm going to come down here. Look, it's very, very nice. I mean, this is so nice. Comes out very nice, very easy to get it in there. So next thing I'm going to insert is a Hyperdock. And I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to hit Edit. This one's a little bit different, so there's more steps to this. So for this one, I'm going to say open. I'm going to put the steps. 1, open the document. 2, follow the directions to complete. 3, return here to submit. And I'm going to make this worth 10 points. Okay, I'm not done yet. These are just the directions. Now I'm going to come down here. In order for me to attach it, I'm going to click No Submission, and I'm going to choose External Tool. Here you click the find, and I'm going to find the Google LTI. Click that. It's going to bring up the interface. And I'm going to go ahead and click continue. Again, it might ask you to link. And if it does, just go ahead and do that. So now I need to find the attachment that I want. And I'm going to go ahead and I was using the template for Versailles. So I'm going to go ahead and click Versailles and Louis XIV. I'm going to change this to 10. If you put a due date here, it's not going to put a due date in Canvas. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this blank, although it says make the due dates match. I wonder what happens if I don't. So I'm going to make this due a couple days from now, 11:59 p.m., which is when we want kids up working. And I'm going to create this. So it's telling me each kid's going to get a copy. Go ahead and create. We wait patiently. Okay, here's important. We want to scroll down to the bottom here and make sure that this is right here. This is the actual URL that has to go in what's grayed out right here. If you want this to load in a new tab, then you would push there, but I don't want it to. I want to click select, and now I can see it's ready to go because it has this in here. Unlimited attempts, and I think I assigned this for the 19th, so I'm going to go ahead and put that. Obviously, we want to do it 11:59 p.m. because that is the best time for people to be submitting assignments as teenagers or kindergartners. So I'm going to click Save. So that's the second one. That's a Hyperdock. It gives a preview of the Hyperdock right here. We're going to wait patiently. See how we're waiting patiently. Okay, so this is the teacher side, and it says there's no student submissions yet. I'm going to go to the next thing. So the last thing that I was doing was going to be a worksheet. I'm going to follow the same steps. Click Edit. In the directions, I'm going to put 1, open the document. 2, read the directions to complete. 3, return here to submit. Alrighty. Okay. So I'm going to make this worth 10 points. It's going in the group. There we go. I have to follow the same thing. So I'm going to come here to submission, external tool. I'm going to find the Google. All right, I'm going to make these match. So those are 10 points. And I'm going to make it due on the same day. Lots of homework in my class. I want kids up really late doing their work. I'm going to go, oh, I didn't attach the file. I have to attach the file. Click attach, and then this one I'm going to attach as La Meteo, so it's right here. Click add. Tells me each student will get a copy. Go ahead and create. We're going to wait patiently. Okay, I'm going to scroll down here, make sure that it populated. There it is, and I'm going to hit select. All right, got to put the due date for the 19th, so it's the same, 11:59, again, the best time for students to be doing work. Okay, if I click student view right now, they're not going to see anything because I have not published this module. So in order for me to see something from the student view, I'm going to go over here and push publish the module. So I'm going to go ahead and publish the module by doing this button up here. If you push this one, it publishes the whole module. If I just published a couple of these things and didn't publish the module, they wouldn't be able to see anything. So the module has to be published. We wait, everything turns green. When you go into the student view with the Google stuff in there, it's not really like a true student view because you're not going to be able to log in. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go into the EdTech account and the Canvas so you can see what a true student view looks like. Oh, so all the way over here? For reals? Wow, I was doing a lot of work. Look at all those tabs. I was super busy. All right, so I'm going to go over here to my Google, to the course. And so here is the module. You can see, so I'm in the student view now. I'm a kid. I go in, here's view only, like the materials, and I can see it. Very nice. Because this is a picture, the Microsoft Immersive Reader isn't going to work. I just have to learn it on my own. I go to the next one. And here's where you're going to see the directions. So we wait patiently. Waiting patiently. We're waiting. Tells me it's due on Thursday. by 11:59 p.m. Again, the optimal time for kindergartners to be up submitting work. Okay, so this is the student side here. So it's pretty clear. It says open to attach and submit. You can actually click here or you can click here. So let's try this way, and on the next one we'll try the other way. So open to attach, and then I still have to open. But here's the submit button. So I'm going to open this. I'm going to do my work by typing in here, work. So I've changed it. I'm going to do all my work like I would, and then as a student, I'm going to have to come over here, and I'm going to have to click submit in order for it to submit. So I'm going to submit this document. We're waiting patiently. Okay, so it's all submitted. I can unsubmit it if I want, but I don't have to. So now I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to go to the next one because this was the first one, and this says that it's assigned, and I bet if I refresh it'll tell me that it's submitted. Let's make sure. You're all set. Look it. It's submitted. It's waiting for your teacher to look at it. Okay, I'm going to click next because that's the one that was the worksheet. And so now I'm going to the worksheet, waiting patiently, waiting patiently. Okay, so here I've got my worksheet copy before we clicked on this one, and now I'm going to go ahead and click on this one just to show you how it looks when the students click on different things. They go ahead and click, opens it right up. The student can write in the document. Now, one thing that is different here is in Google Classroom, there is a turn in button up here. There's not. Remember, we put in the directions, return here to submit. So the kiddos have to come back to Canvas, and they're going to have to click here and submit it. So I've already typed in here, that's my assignment. I'm going to go ahead and submit. And it's telling me, do you want to attach it? Yes, I do. And you can see they can also add other files. So now, as the student, I'm all done doing my work. How does this look when we go back to the teacher view? So now I'm going to go back to teacher. And, oops, I'm in student view, so let me get out of here. All right, so now I'm in the teacher view. If I want to see these, I can go to grades, but I'm actually going to go to here through the Hyperdock or through the actual assignment. So I click here, and it's going to give me a preview of who has turned it in. So under these Google assignments, it tells me that EdTech has turned it in. It's submitted. I have one submitted. I haven't returned anything. To grade, I can click here, and it will open up the very familiar grading. So let me go ahead and put 10. And then I have to do the same thing and return this. Let me go ahead and return it. You can add feedback here. Say this is the very familiar Google Classroom grading interface. Okay, so that's graded there. I'm going to come back over here. If I refresh, I bet it's going to tell me one is returned. So let me go ahead and refresh this. Right, it tells me one is returned. EdTech has 10 out of 10 points. Going forward, here's the other one. So the second thing that I can do, the other way I can kind of view this, which is less awesome, I think, is using a Speedgrader. Normally a Speedgrader is speedy for grading, but when I come here to the Speedgrader, you'll see it says no preview available. So I can't really see it through there because it's through the Google LTI. So you have to make sure that you view the documents this way. And then give the grade. You can view them all the same way. If I had all of the students here, you would see them. I'm going to go ahead and make this one out of 5. So the student didn't already do that. You have all the same things that you could add in the comment banks, all the same functionality. I'm going to hit return. And now it's returned while we wait patiently. Waiting patiently. Okay. Come back here. This is going to tell me all of the assignment stuff. There was no rubric. I think if you're using rubrics, you might want to use the rubrics in Canvas there. Well, maybe not. We'll have to discuss that. We'll have to think about it, see which one works best for us. And so now I have all of my assignments right there. If I go to grades, we should see these assignments under grades. Okay, so I have Ed Tech here. Did I not put the grade in? Did I miss something? Did I not return it? Oh, you know why? I'm looking on the wrong assignment. These were the ones that I did yesterday. I did grade it. Here they are. Scared myself there. So here's the slideshow and here's the worksheet. These are ones that I did yesterday. These don't exist anymore. I can just get rid of them. Hide grades. Okay, so that's how you can use the Google. If you want to share and use a collaborative document, there's a little bit different process for this. But this is how you can either hand out materials or you can hand out a worksheet. Okay, one last thing I wanted to point out about the Google. I'm still in the student account. In the Google Drive, the Google Assignments makes a folder called Assignments. Much like in Google Classroom, there's a folder called Classroom. It creates a folder called Assignments, and in that folder, you're going to see the course name, and then you're going to see all of the assignments that were made. So if I come in here, I'm going to see my assignment, and we wait patiently. Oh, this was the one. So here it is, my assignment. I'm not quite sure why there's two. This is also the same in the teacher account.
Hey, Beth, you coming to work tomorrow?